This is The Walkthrough, powered by Triple F Elite Sports Training. Train like a pro. Your all-access pass to the biggest games, hottest stories, and everything high school football in East Tennessee. From the Friday night lights to the chase for championships, we bring you the stars, the headlines, and every heart-pounding moment. So strap on that chin strap and get ready. Jesse, Paige, and the 5-Star Preps team are here with the most complete high school football coverage in the state. This is The Walkthrough.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Playoff War Room Show. We are live here at Triple F. We've been here all night, pregame, halftime, and now postgame. And surely by now, you have heard the news that Alcoa was defeated by Anderson County tonight, 31-30, in the most shocking score maybe of the 2025 season. Alcoa led that football game by 3 with just a few minutes left. They were down in the red zone, were not able to capitalize on that opportunity and score a touchdown. They settled for the field goal instead. Freshman quarterback at Anderson County, J.D. Gillum, leads the touchdown drive down the field. And then the Anderson County defense relented a little bit, allowed Alcoa to get across midfield. Alcoa throws an out pass with about 5 or 6 seconds left on the clock. Official rules that the play was inbounds, the clock is running. Alcoa is trying to get up to the line of scrimmage to snap and spike the ball and possibly get off a 50-yard field goal, which they have the kicker for. Kyron Tyson has one of the strongest legs in East Tennessee. Remember, he won that game a year ago against Bearden with a huge kick. But the officials rule, time elapsed. Alcoa never got off its final kick. Anderson County comes back to win Region 2 4A, and we're all still trying to wrap our minds around it. It was an unbelievable game, an absolutely unbelievable game. Alcoa had its chances, Anderson County had its chances, and now Anderson County, which had they lost, they would have been a 3 seed and going on the road to play at Elizabethton. Now they are a 1 seed in the 4A playoffs. A team that struggled to put away South Doyle a week ago beat Alcoa this week. It's really a small synopsis of really what's happened this entire year in East Tennessee high school football. Been kind of crazy upsets and crazy finishes all around tonight. So let's take you around the area. We're going to provide some scores, and then we're going to take a look at first-round matchups right here on the War Room Show at Triple F. We mentioned Alcoa loses 31-30. That's Alcoa's first region loss since 2011, when CAK was in the midst of making its first championship run. Knoxville Central barely gets by Carnes tonight, 21-20. Knoxville Halls beats Clinton, 41-21. McMinn Central needed that win against Austin East. They got it tonight, 35-14. Coalfield wins the Region 2 1A championship over Oliver Springs, 48-7. Yellow Jackets absolutely rolling right now. This game just went final. McMinn County knocking off East Hamilton, 50-48. Glad I don't have to type up that box score tonight. That'd take about an hour to do. Dobbins-Bennett got the win, 28-25. Jefferson County got the win, 28-21. If you were with us in the pregame and at halftime, you knew this was going to be the easiest scenario in Region 1 6A to set the seedings. Dobbins-Bennett and Jefferson County had to win. Otherwise, it was going to get crazy with some playoff tiebreakers possibly. Nevertheless, we got the easiest route, so thank you to both of those teams. Again, Dobbins-Bennett 28, Science Hill 25, Jefferson County 28, West Ridge 21. Gatlinburg-Pittman won easy tonight, 52-7. Sevier County wins tonight, 40-7 over Morristown West. A majority of games went final last night, so we didn't have too many to really monitor tonight to set these playoff bracket pairings. So before we unveil the pairings for tonight, we're going to go through it 1 through 6A, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. We're going to look at the pairings and the matchups that pertain to 5-Star Preps area teams. These are not going to reflect the order that you will see in this year's bracket. Remember, they have integrated the bracket so that there will be new second-round matchups. For instance, a Region 1 or Region 2 team will take on a Region 3 or Region 4 team in the second round. So we're not going to project those. We're just going to look at what our teams faced in round 1 next week in the first round of the playoffs. So let's start off in Class 1A. We have 4 area teams that will be in the 1A field this year. Let's take a look at Rockwood. They'll go on the road up to Hampton High School. Rockwood pulled off a big round 1 win a year ago, knocking off a Cosby team there in the first round. We'll see if John Webb and his Tigers can do that again in 2025. Coalfield, the region champion, they will host Cloudland. Oliver Springs will go on the road. Even though they lost in the region championship, Midway beat Oliver Springs earlier in the year. So Midway, under new coach Ron Treadwell, who'd been there before, but he came back to coach this year. They are now the 2 seed. So congrats to the Green Wave down in Midway. They've had a phenomenal season, can really run the football. Midway will take on Cosby in that 2A, 2 seed, 3 seed matchup. So again, Rockwood at Hampton, Cloudland at Coalfield, Oliver Springs will go to North Green, and Cosby will play at Midway. On to 2A, we got a few teams from the 5-star preps area in Class 2A, starting with Tellico Plains. They will go on the road at Happy Valley. Cumberland Gap will play at Eagleton. Congrats to Eagleton. They are a region champion for the first time in program history. They were able to accomplish that last night, and a really fun team to watch out there, so we'll keep an eye out on the Royals. Polk County will go on the road to face South Green, and Oneida will get to host West Green in the first round of the playoffs. 3A will definitely look a little different this year since Alcoa is not in the mix. Meigs County was able to capture a region championship last night over Kingston. So Meigs County will host Johnson County in the first round of the playoffs in Class 3A, while Kingston will go on the road to Gatlinburg-Pittman. Gatlinburg-Pittman, congrats to the Highlanders on their first undefeated regular season since I think 2007. So big time win for Gatlinburg-Pittman tonight. Again, 52-7. They are 10-0. They host Kingston in the first round. Sweetwater won last night. They will play at Unicoi County next week. And then Pigeon Forge has gotten hot lately. Aiden Hood and the fellas have won, I think, 3 or 4 games here down the stretch of the season. They are the 3 seed. They will go on the road to take on McMinn Central. The Chargers locked up that spot tonight by beating Austin East and cementing themselves as a 2 seed. Moving up to 4A, this is where, again, a little different than we expected tonight. Let's start off with Greenville. They are the region champions. They absolutely blasted Elizabethton last night to win their region championship in Region 1. They will host the Carter Hornets in round 1. Anderson County is now the 1 seed. They will host Volunteer, a team that got some transfers in the offseason that kind of bolstered their roster. But they are a 4 seed coming out of Region 1. They'll take on the number 1 seed out of Region 2, Anderson County. Gibbs has to be frustrated. They beat Anderson County. They are on a 5-game win streak. They did everything they needed to do to sit there and be in the number 2 seed spot. Anderson County pulled off the shocker tonight, ascended up to the number 1 seed. Alcoa dropped to number 2. That bumped Gibbs down to the number 3 seed. So Gibbs will now play on the road at Elizabethton, but that's still a winnable game for the Eagles this year. If they keep playing, or next week, if they keep playing like they have this year, they should win that football game. And then finally, Alcoa, first region loss since 2011. They are now a 2 seed. That's unfamiliar water to them, but I think you're going to see a motivated Tornadoes team, and that's something you don't want to see. So Cherokee, you're going to get the first glimpse of that in round 1 against Alcoa, who is trying to win its first ever 4A state championship. We'll see if they can do that. Moving on to the second kind of part of the 4A bracket, you got Macon County, the defending state champions in 4A. They are a 4 seed going on the road to face 1 seed Red Bank. Signal Mountain will take on Upperman. A lot of people are talking about this Upperman team. Keep an eye out for them in the second, third rounds of the playoffs. White County will play at Hickson. And then finally, 2 of our area teams will actually face off against one another. Loudon and Jeff Herrig, the head coach there, will take on Stone Memorial, and the Panthers had a fantastic season. Noah Potter, their quarterback, hopeful to be a Mr. Football semifinalist. We'll see if that happens next week. Moving on to 5A, definitely going to be a fun bracket as it always is. The West Rebels came alive in the second half of the season to secure a playoff spot. They are a 4 seed. They will take on Sevier County next week. I believe I heard Mark Packer say that'll be the TV game next Friday night. A rematch of the state quarterfinals from a year ago. That was so phenomenal. Remember, there was the dramatic catch right there at the goal line by West High School. Some people said the receiver was in. The official said he was not in the end zone. Sevier County wins that game. They go on to win a state championship. West High School lost in week 11 to Powell, 15-3, kind of halted their momentum a little bit, but they'll try to pull off the upset next week against Sevier County. Morristown West will go on the road to take Powell. That should be a game that Powell is heavily favored to win. Halls High School, much like West, rallied in the second half of their season. They won tonight over Clinton, 41-21. They will play at Tennessee High. Halls is the number 3 seed going to take on 2 seed Tennessee High. And Davy Crockett will come to Knoxville and take on the Central Bobcats. Central barely won tonight, but definitely have been on a roll all season long, and definitely are going to be a tough out in the 5A bracket. In 6A tonight, again, thankful that Dobyns-Bennett and Jefferson County both won. That way we could set these brackets and do this show without having to wait on the TSSAA to determine things through tiebreakers. Farragut will go on the road to face 1 seed Dobyns-Bennett. Farragut, of course, rallied in the second half of the season, won that game Thursday night against Cleveland to get into the playoffs as a 4 seed. Maryville won the region championship last night over Oak Ridge. They will take on a Westridge team from Upper East Tennessee. Bradley Central will go on the road to take on Jefferson County. Congrats to Spencer Riley and the Patriots for securing that number 2 spot tonight and getting that home playoff game. And then finally, Science Hill at Oak Ridge. What a great first round matchup that should be. We'll see if Oak Ridge gets Will Presley back at wide receiver or DeMillion Porter at running back. They desperately need them. I think their absences were felt last night in that 34-0 loss at Maryville High School. So Oak Ridge did it last year. They got some players back at the right time in the postseason, went on that run to the state semifinal round, and we'll see if they can do that again. But tonight we're going to end the show here in just a few minutes. We're going to scramble back home. We're going to update the brackets and the pairings for the entire state. Make sure you're hopping on to 5starpreps.com to see all the first round matchups from around the state. We have coverage tonight from Anderson County, Alcoa. That means game analysis. We also have a film from that game. We have photos from Coalfield and Oliver Springs. We covered Clinton and Halls as well. Bearden High School, shout out to the Lady Bulldogs. They won a state soccer championship today down in Chattanooga. Their 4th championship in the last 5 years. Story, game analysis, everything, all the details you need to know for that is up on 5starpreps.com. Hope you guys enjoyed all of our shows tonight. Thanks for joining us here at Triple F. Reminder, we'll be back on Monday right here at Triple F for our weekly walkthrough show with me and Paige Dower. We'll have all kinds of playoff analysis. We'll have films, we'll have guest interviews, and much, much more. So we'll be here on Monday. That show will air on Wednesday next week on all of our social media channels, so tune in to us in. For now, thanks so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the regular season. Definitely looking forward to the playoffs.
This is The Walkthrough, powered by Triple F Elite Sports Training. Train like a pro. Your all-access pass to the biggest games, hottest stories, and everything high school football in East Tennessee. From the Friday night lights to the chase for championships, we bring you the stars, the headlines, and every heart-pounding moment. So strap on that chin strap and get ready. Jesse, Paige, and the 5-Star Preps team are here with the most complete high school football coverage in the state. This is The Walkthrough.
When you shop at Elliott's, your journey is our purpose.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your exterior needs. Visit us today at 5618 North Broadway.
East Tennessee, the foothills of the Smokies, beautiful lakes, Friday night heroes, and one red light small towns with more life than any big city, where orange and white is displayed. Yeah, the one and only home of the Tennessee Vols, but also the home of the 134th Air Refueling Wing Volunteers. You might catch us in the beautiful skies of East Tennessee, flying the time-tested, irreplaceable, world-traveling, aerial refueling KC-135. Yeah, you heard that right. We refuel other aircraft while traveling the world at over 30,000 feet and 500 miles an hour. The amazing thing is, that's really not the 134th Air Refueling Wing's greatest strength. Our greatest strength is our airmen, our warriors, who have answered our nation's call. Guardians of freedom and justice, not only in our beautiful hills, but worldwide. They are our sentries and avengers, defending our country with their lives. They are the best of us, wingmen, leaders, and warriors, and you best believe they will never falter or fail. Flying, fighting, and winning, they are American Airmen and Tennessee Air National Guardsmen. So what are you waiting for? It's time to join the hometown team. Visit GoANG.com or call 1-800-TO-GO-ANG.